Hi, welcome to Clair. I have been looking forward to doing this sort of reading, and I did have laid out the cards, and let's get right to the reading. So, you were ghosted, and you want to know why. Well, let me tell you, it's never feels good to be ghosted. I've been ghosted. I've been ghosted quite recently, and it's not okay to ghost someone. And unfortunately, it seems that the more we're ghosted, the more that we have the potential to ghost someone else. So it's perpetual. It could become a perpetual behavior. Please, for goodness sake, if you are ghosted, and I know it doesn't feel good, please do not start ghosting. That's not nice behavior. It's very negative behavior. So I do have a spread here. Let me tell you what I pulled. The first card I pulled is the Nine of Swords. Then the Page of Wands, I pulled a Strength card, pulled the Three of Wands. Someone's heart's aching or their mind is a total mess. I pulled the Moon and the Four of Wands and the Two of Swords. So let's get started. First of all, I'd like to say I'm sorry that you were ghosted. It sucks and it's not nice. And remember, do not become a ghoster. So, why were you ghosted? Let's start off by saying, first of all, I see that this ghosting behavior has caused you a lot of anxiety, depression, and sleepless nights. And that's likely because one of the things that are going through your mind is, what did I say? Was it something I said? What did I do? Why would this person treat me like this? And you may have just recently been introduced to this behavior, or maybe this is behavior that you've encountered before. Me personally, I had never been ghosted so often recently than I have been recently. Let me tell you that it takes a tremendous amount of strength to get by being ghosted. It sucks. It doesn't feel good. And it hurts. I'm going to go into why you were ghosted in here in just a second. So remember, you may not be feeling as stable as you were before prior to being ghosted. I know that a lot of you are thinking, are searching for answers as to why you were ghosted, and I'll get to that in a minute. And it leaves you kind of like at a crossroads. It leaves you as, okay, well, I've been ghosted. What am I supposed to do? Because I know that it's real easy to attempt to look for closure, attempt to look for answers, but you can't force someone to engage with you. So please remember that. Okay, the reason why this person ghosted you, first of all, I want to say it has nothing to do with you. Now, that's coming from the perspective of that you're not a stalker, you weren't someone who, has a history of abusive behavior in this relationship or partnership, because if someone's going to be abusive to me or present with behavior that is unhealthy, I'm certainly not going to continue to talk to that person. So remember, if this is a situation where where there was communication, where there was contact, and then suddenly, poof, you were ghosted, that's the perspective where I'm coming from. So let's get to that perspective. If you were ghosted and there was definitely communication, ongoing communication and ongoing contact, and suddenly, poof, the person's gone, know that it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. What this communication, what this act of ghosting is, it communicates that the other person is incapable of having a healthy, mature relationship. Part of this ghosting has to do with an ongoing dysfunctional pattern in the relationship. So you may never know why you were ghosted, but you can always take your power back, okay? Know that if this person is going to ghost you, know that you can take your power back by not accepting the behavior. And I mean, don't text them back. Do not message them. Seize all contact with them, okay? If there is to be any contact, it's that person's responsibility to contact you. And first and foremost, to apologize. And if this person's afraid of conflict, they may be able to tell you either apologize or say, hey, to give you some type of explanation. But if you are ghosted, I think that you should, if the person comes back, I would definitely recognize it. I would bring this to their attention. And, but if that occurs and then you're ghosted again, done. It's that person's responsibility to reach out to you. Ghosting is going to feel like emotional abandonment, and it doesn't feel good. It's it's a serious, or one of the forms of rejection. So, unfortunately, ghosting almost seems to be becoming normalized, and this is such a sad tactic in a relationship. So please, if you're ghosted, don't be a ghoster, and remember that this behavior has nothing to do with you. This behavior has more to do with the ghoster, who basically thinks that this pattern or dynamics in the relationship is okay, and it's not okay. It's rather mean. So You got any questions? Go ahead and reach out to me at clarity.claire@yahoo.com. And again, if you're ghosted, don't become a ghoster.